Whether you are in the mood for Maduro or Connecticut leaf, Carolina Blue Cigars has what you need to satisfy your cigar palate. No matter if you are a beginner or aficionado, Carolina Blue Cigars provides you with a diverse selection of premium cigars. Shop at shopcarolinabluecigars.com.
Us being in the information age, it's 2021. Like, the internet is so wide open, how you were saying. The information is there, but some people are just a bunch of yes men, like, 95%. It's like, okay, I see it. This is where we're going to go. This is where the crowd is headed, the majority rule, you know what I'm saying? So I'm fine. They're fine, you know what I'm saying? But they probably don't even feel good, because if they find the inner peace, their inner self, and start vibrating at a higher level, they'll feel good. Their life will start changing. You'll find the right person. You'll get the job you want. You'll be the person that you're supposed to be. Your birthright is what you own already. It's already inside of you. What you believe, what you feel, your intuition, that's the truth. That's the only thing you really need to know, because that's the highest thing like that God is giving you. It's God given inside of you that is your truth. If you start walking in your truth, then you'll live your best life.
I dreamed about this opportunity and this moment for a long time. My dream has become a reality now, and it's the best feeling I ever had.
The devil wouldn't have existed if I would've lived in BC. Them type of haters never make it, spreading love at this speed. Started rapping back when Cash Money dropped, bling bling. This the sequel to the Dr. King I Have a Dream speech. Martin was peace, now March is like MMA. The street don't got feelings, they hearts is in the bank. We need 100 black billionaires in USA, and a black Wall Street on every MLK. I'm paid now. I had a dream and my ancestors said these dead presidents my slaves now.
We back again with another episode of Black Fly on the Wall. It is live. I'm your host. Today's episode is manifestation without work is dead. It's a common phrase that we've heard. But before we dive into this very in-depth conversation, I'm going to allow everybody to introduce themselves. With my right, Pierre.
Pierre Bless, rapper, entrepreneur, spread love, life. I'm here.
All right, next up.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all know who it is. Sam I Am, the Master Man, at Master and the Man. We here again. Co-host Black Fly on the Wall. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
What's good? It's your boy CP. Colton Palmer.
The boy.
At Colton Palmer. I got to throw my gram. I just throwing it out there. That's COLTONPLMER. Bedlam Vodka. Living Room Durham. Hey, we here, baby.
Let's get it. So, manifestation is why we all here today. It is a collectiveness of thoughts. It's a collectiveness of actions, and it's collectiveness of feelings. That's how we're all here today having this conversation. That's how every listener is listening right now. It's through the vibrational levels of this universe that we live in. To get this conversation started, what is the difference between prayer and manifestation?
I think prayer, and I'm gonna speak personally. When I pray, I like to show a little bit of gratitude, one for things that are done, and for things the way that I want them to be. Right. So I try to project the things that I want them to be, and I think when I'm manifesting, I'm living in that. Right. I've already prayed for it to happen. I've already seen it happen, and now I'm living in it as if it's already happened. You know what I mean? So that's how I do it personally.
What you, Colton?
I would say, manifestation's a part of prayer for me. There was almost, I was raised Catholic, so it was a hard line in the sand when it came to prayer or meditation. But if you even look to Jesus and references to Jesus in the Bible, they were together. He was meditating, but that was prayer, that was manifesting, that was, being thankful, showing gratitude. Yep. That's all a part of it. And I actually, Celestine Prophecy is
one of my favorite books.
One of my favorite books ever.
Yes.
It changed. Yes. It almost taught me how to pray again.
Mm-hmm.
And I took notes like, okay, this is what I got to change, because I was just going through the motions.
Mm-hmm.
Our Father, Hail Mary, may say a couple things, but then I started to be more intentional with my prayer as opposed to being routine.
Mm-hmm.
Then you notice.
Yeah.
Then you notice the difference.
It's a big difference. You feel it. You feel it more. It's not just, I'm just going to do this before I go to sleep because my parents told me to do it when I was a kid.
Right.
This is what I'm seeking. This is what I'm trying to attract, what vibrational level I'm trying to be on, and then you're living, living that out.
And you believe it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Believe in it.
P, what about you?
For sure. I agree with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? I think generally speaking, a lot of people ask in prayer. You know what I'm saying? In the manifestation, you actually visualize, put yourself in that position, you vibrate, you know what I'm saying, and build. Both of them are powerful tools, you know what I'm saying? And when you combine them, that's really what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can take it a step further. But manifestation, that's really, I'm not going to say it's more spiritual, but that's really what it is.
I would go to say that because I think it takes more trust. Like when I'm praying, like you said, I'm asking, like I'm talking straight to the source. That's my phone line, straight to the source.
You asking for
and manifestation is me trusting that He's gonna do everything else that I can't do. That's me already living as an entrepreneur before I even got my LLC. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Something like that, so.
And the word vibration is key is a key term that's being thrown around simply because that's one of the, in my opinion, that's one of the most important of the 7 spiritual laws that governs us on a daily basis. And just for the listeners, there's 7 spiritual laws that govern us, whether you believe in them or not. It's like gravity. All of it is science, all of it is alchemy, all of it is metaphysics. If you don't believe that gravity exists, that doesn't change the fact that it does, right? And you can believe in those 7 spiritual laws while maintaining your spiritual faith, whatever you come from, whether you're Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, whatever it may be. Anybody that is a human being that lives on this planet or any type of spiritual being can apply the laws. And the law of vibration is so important because it's how we view life, it's how we look at life. Everything is moving. Nothing is at rest. Even all of us, if you get it down to a microcosmic level and you look at us, we're particles that are moving and vibrating together. We're just in a solid form. This desk, this glass, this cup, everything is vibrating. And the way that you manifest what you want is to get your vibrational level on the same level as the thing that you want. An example, if you want to make $100,000 a year or get a career that your salary is $100,000, then your attitude, how you feel, and what you do has to be on the same vibrational level as that job. And I think that is the key concept that a lot of individuals are missing, is that they're engaged in negative activities. They're eating poorly. They're not exercising. They're feeling bad. They're harnessing negative energy with family and friends. The things that they say out of their mouth are negative, but they want something that's on a higher vibrational plane. The universe is going to give you whatever vibrational plane wave that you're on, which I think is a key concept that a lot of people miss out on, is that you have to be in true alignment with whatever level that you're vibrating on.
I think the work aspect is the missing piece of a lot of people's alignment. A lot of people live in a certain way, they want to speak a certain way, they want to be a certain way, but nobody wants to put the work in.
Absolutely.
I think once you really understand, okay, I can get there, and I really can, I can really get there. And you start putting just a little bit of work behind it. Then you start, okay, it's a snowball effect a little bit. I can keep going, keep growing from that.
And I also think I spoke to it with the in the last show I was on. Man, you have to. A lot of people are imitating. They're going to church and this is what I'm supposed to do. They're not. When I talk about that understanding will let you know what to do. And I think a lot of folks, it's rare they have their own thought. A lot of times we see on Instagram, you get so much information in a day. You're taking in so much, whether it's spiritual, whether it's about business, whatever the case may be. Yep. And then people regurgitate that opinion that they saw on Instagram or they saw on the news. But to form your own true thought is something I think very few people do. When it comes to spirituality, you got to go deep to form your own thought, your own belief, your own, spiritual space that you want to be in. That's something a lot of folks, I think, don't do. They go to church, and this is what I'm supposed to do, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I believe.
Right.
You never thought about, do you actually believe that?
I think a lot of people just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know.
It's esoteric information.
And they're not going to look. And, us being in the information age, it's 2021. The internet is so wide open, how you were saying. The information is there, but some people are just a bunch of yes men, like, 95%. It's like, okay, I see it. This is where we're going to go. This is where the crowd is headed. The majority rule, you know what I'm saying? So I'm fine. They're fine, you know what I'm saying? But they probably don't even feel good, because if they find the inner peace, their inner self, and start vibrating at a higher level, they'll feel good. Their life will start changing. You'll find the right person. You'll get the job you want. You'll be the person that you're supposed to be. Your birthright is what you own already. It's already inside of you. What you believe, what you feel, your intuition, that's the truth. That's the only thing you really need to know, because that's the highest thing like that God is giving you. It's God given inside of you. That is your truth. If you start walking in your truth, then you'll live your best life.
And I'm reading a book right now. It's called "You Were Born Rich" by Bob Proctor. And what he's basically getting you to understand, like Peter's saying, is that you're already born with with your destiny. Whatever you want, you can achieve that, right? And so, like Sam was saying, like a lot of people don't want to put in the work. To me, that resonates a lot around cause and effect, right? Whatever work you put in is going to render you a certain outcome. And so, but a lot of people, especially in the information age, is that they're coming up on manifestation, and they feel like the only thing I need to do is think about where I want to be, and then I go sit down. The law of cause and effect is equivalent to the law of least effort. The key is least effort. That means you still have to put in some work to achieve what you want to achieve. Now, the goal in life is for all of us to receive absolute luck, right? We want things to come to us whenever we least deserve them. We want things to come to us out of nowhere. We want things to come to us just by being in the right place at the right time. That is the ultimate goal for a lot of human beings. Nobody genuinely wants to go out there and bust their ass to get minimal results, right? You want to be able to receive an abundance of blessings while doing little things, right? And so the key to doing that is getting on a vibrational plane that you can receive those things.
Yeah, if you're on the right vibrational plane, you're always in the right place at the right time.
The universe is funny. Like Rhonda Byrne had wrote in the book, The Secret. Like
one of my favorite books.
Like that. What I think it was about love and achieving the things that you want. But it was like a woman wanted a man, but she didn't make the space in the home for a man. Like the closet was full. It was like no room for the man to be able to come. So it was like, hey, she seeked from her spiritual advisor, like, make half of your closet spacious. Take the things off the other side of the bed. Get ready for what you want in life so it can come. And then
powerful.
It came.
It's powerful, definitely.
It's powerful. Yeah. It's powerful. I mean, that's a critical lesson, man. As I was saying before, and like what Pete was saying, is that unifying consciousness are your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Those things always have to be in alignment. Colton, y'all wouldn't have had a living room if y'all weren't feeling good, your emotions weren't good, and your actions weren't good. Absolutely. You all were putting in the work. You were thinking like you saw the living room before you actually got it, and you manifested it. Now, like you all, I think, Colton, you mentioned about meditation. Right, and like the most misinformed concept about meditation is that it's equivalent to prayer. But meditation is supposed to be the time where, like you said, you find your inner peace. It's your time that you become balanced. It's a time where you kind of let your mind rest, take some moments of rest, and it's your time where you're not asking the universe, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, anybody for anything. You're just having your moment of complete balance. And I think we're busy people. Right, we're busy-minded people, and that sometimes being busy-minded and being too active is what causes us to miss out on some things that are coming our way.
Absolutely, it's
too much noise.
It's hard. I mean, even when I first started meditating, it was hard for me to clear my mind. That was probably one of the most challenging things for me, was to actually clear, and I still have trouble with it.
And you should.
My mind wants to run to so many different things, but that alignment is necessary. And for me, I mean, like I said, raised Catholic, but I mean, you always you heard in church the temple of God is within, the heaven is with, like telling you
the temple and everything.
Literally, we're being told that over and over again.
The teachings are in the right. Yeah,
preachers and priests don't focus on that going within, but it's told to us over and over again that you have the answers inside.
Do you think it would be? Do you think it would be beneficial to the religion to teach people that?
Absolutely. I think it would be. I think that would then take some of the financial aspects of it being a great business model away. Because we always kind of seek a tutor almost. You know,
Teacher, mentor. Yeah.
Exactly. The preacher or priest is supposed to be passing the word through him from God, essentially.
Mm-hmm. So if it's like a tutor that you're paying, but then the tutor gives you the tools to understand the lesson, you no longer need the tutor.
Yeah.
But the tools aren't.
That's how
being
you know
handed.
it's a good tutor.
I, in my opinion, the tools aren't being given out. Yeah. The what's being given out is just enough for you to keep coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And you always need, even if I master something, I still will go back and try to learn more. It's not saying do away with that structure, but I think we just need more focus on ourselves. And for us as Black folks, like what started to change my spiritual path was I just kept asking, like, why do I not know what Black people, what Africans, why don't I know anything about our religions?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why were we doing everything so wrong? And then once the European influence came in and slavery happened, why are they so right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And our people were wrong. I wanted to know more about it. And 16 Laws of Ifa, we have 10 commandments are very, very specific. The 16 Laws of Ifa, I was like, man, we're already practicing these things as Black folks and don't even know it because it's innate. It's in our nature. And it like aligns better with how we think.
Just got to be aware.
It's not just don't hurt somebody. It's you don't do nothing. One of the laws, and this is very much in layman's terms, but like you don't do nothing to anybody unless they do something to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's so much more real than you just don't do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Just submit.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know. I just think we have, especially as Black folks, like we have to seek more, and I think we're reaching back more to learn more about ourselves and our roots. I think that's very apparent.
because in Celestine prophecy it talks about that.
Absolutely.
The shift in consciousness and the shift in unified consciousness is happening now. Like the book is prophetic because you see a lot more people now leaving the religion that was provided to them by their family and going out on their own to understand what they want. It's kind of like a child that doesn't want to be in the same profession that their mom or dad is in. Mm-hmm. But they want to go, their mom and dad are both doctors, but they want to be an engineer, right? It would be wrong for those parents to not let that manifestation within the child grow and blossom into being what they really are. And the issue sometimes with religion is that it's something that's given to us. It's not something that we're able to decide.
And I think religion is such a tough topic for people to talk about. But we have to also draw a distinction between spirituality and religion. Religion is a construct.
Yes.
It's a man-made construct.
Yes.
Just because I don't maybe practice a specific religion doesn't mean I'm not close to God.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people almost do that when I say, hey, I was raised Catholic. Well, what do you believe now? Well, I'm a spiritual person. Defining my beliefs is putting it in a box.
Well,
I don't think you
right.
can put God or the universe in a box.
Right.
It's supposed to be. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We think, Pete.
Should the tools be brought and given to people? Is that what the question was? Yeah, I think so. Because like if I look at myself now, like I could go to church now, and if I hear like a certain scripture, I'll break it down different. Mm-hmm. Like I understand it. Like as a kid, I wouldn't understand that story or that verse. I'm like, huh? But now I'm like, oh, I understand how he was able to do this, or where he got that gift from, or what that actually meant, that it came from inside, or the temple is within. Like these things I'm able to break down if I heard them now, because I understand spirituality. I know where everything comes from, and I studied this and where the actual story was, where it actually came from.
Right, and the issues, like Cole, what you were saying is that you question these things, and so that's kind of opposite of religion. It's not pushed upon you to question things outside of your religious construct that you're in, whether you're Christian, Muslim, whatever it may be. Whenever Rome conquered Egypt, they stole a lot of things, a lot of traditions, a lot of laws, a lot of spirituality. That's where it all comes from. It comes from our homeland, right? And so a lot of times what we as individuals have to do is ask yourselves, are you comfortable with living within the boundaries of your religion that was stolen from others? Or do you want to go beyond that and say, you know what? I see that they have BC on these dates, okay, what had really happened before Christ era? Or I see that I learned about Yoruban culture, and I understand that it happened around this time frame, but what happened before that, right? And so like a short story is that Yoruban cultures, like you were talking about the 16 laws of Ifa, is that the Yoruban culture was stemmed from the ancient Kemetic system. And whenever Kemet understood that they would be conquered, right? So all the pharaohs got together and said, okay, we need to protect this information. And so they sent out information to all of the coast of Africa, which is why you find a lot of strong religious sects around the coast of Africa, because they sent that information out there, and our people remixed the information and made it more understandable to the people of that geographic region, right? But whenever Rome came in and conquered Egypt, we understood that Egypt would fall, just like all things, right? And so what we have to understand and what we have to continuously apply is that, I'm an individual personally, is that I'm willing to go to the dark side to understand the truth.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm not comfortable with being comfortable. I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable and continuing to learn within my spiritual journey. But, and one thing I want to know before we wrap it up is that how you all feel is that, how do you feel about, there's an eighth law out there, and it's called the generative principle, and it centers more so around caring, right? So what's understood is that what you care most about is what you will achieve. If you care most about being becoming a successful rapper, that's what you will gain. Because what we found out is that the emotional energy behind something is the most powerful energy in the world. That's why they say love is so powerful, right? What you love, a mother would die for her child because the love is there. She cares about the individual. So P, how do you feel about the eighth generative principle of caring and how that applies to your life now?
You kind of answered it. You know what I'm saying? Like the vibration that I'm putting out, it is based around rap. I've never been at this level, this height before, it's because like I really believe in myself. I'm able to focus on it.
And summarize a little bit, tell people your story.
Definitely. So where I'm at right now, like I just got signed a management deal by PTE and QC. So quality control, that's where the Migos and those guys are at. PTE, that's where Soulja Boy's manager, that's where he homes his record label. But I've been rapping for a while, you know what I'm saying? I went on tour. I stepped outside in April, and things just been kind of going crazy month after month. Then I went on tour in June, went back on tour by myself, and now I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Left that tour with the deal. So like now we're in this place, but back to what you were saying, like and I really love Rhonda Byrne because she breaks stuff down so easy.
Yeah,
but it's like back on manifestation, like when you really feel things and see things, that's why vision boards are kind of like really important and popular, because when you can see it, you can feel it, but when you put feeling into it, you achieve it even faster. Mm-hmm. And we're not even really on like the universe. God, he doesn't really know time like that. He just knows how bad you want something or what you're feeling for it. So
time
it's
is
like
illusion.
Like the time, definitely, it's an illusion. It's like, oh, you want that right now? Well, I'm gonna give it to you right now. And one thing like that I feel like was taught, like, I don't know, well, a lot of people like they cry, like and be real sad, and then they're praying and like, why is this happening to me? And it's like, yo, that's not the right way to pray. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You need to be happy when you're praying. Like, don't do it when you want something and you're sad and you're begging or whatever. Do it when you feel good, because that's when God is going to hear you the loudest and respect your vibration and give you that.
Not just because you want something.
Yeah.
So all in all, man, manifestation without work is dead. I believe that all of us have to continue to put in the work. But, fly conversations, the scenario is this.
I'm starting to look forward to these.
Yeah.
Fly conversations. You live a long life. You achieve the things you want to achieve. You die and wake up in another time in the past, but you still have the knowledge you have now in regards to spirituality, in regards to the laws that you learn, in regards to the understanding this knowledge. What do you do with it? 30 seconds.
Wait, break that down again.
You live a long life. You achieve the things you want to achieve. You die and wake up in another life. But you remember the tools that you've learned along the way in this life. What do you do with that information in the new life that you wake up in?
I'm first.
Go.
Yeah.
Now you are. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you'll be in another dimension anyway. Like the life that you wake up in is going to be your heaven or hell. So what you learn from that past life, hopefully you're like in a further position, and I think that's kind of what heaven and hell kind of is too, like where you were in that past life. So either you graduated or you stay stagnant in hell. So you take what you learned from your past life and try to progress further.
Sam?
I think I try to, like, as much as I can, give it out, right? I think I've hit a maturity level, I would say, at that point, that I know that I've taken it back with me, but I can't just keep taking it. So it's like something I will try to give out a little.
Because how beneficial is the knowledge if other people aren't
nobody
getting
else
it?
knows it. And I think that's why I think prayer becomes manifestation. Like I said, you got to trust. I think manifestation is just a mature form of prayer. Like I've already prayed, and now I'm so mature in this prayer life, and I'm praying the right way. I'm asking for the right things. That now I'm able to just say, okay, I'm going to live it. Just having a maturity level about it.
CP?
To me, I think that's
That's a tough one. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like that's deep, because I think that is, fulfilling your purpose, to know upon arrival into a space that all the information you had before. I think it's honestly achievable. But then you know clearly, this is my purpose. This is what I'm supposed to do. You don't even have to think about what I'm going to do with it, because you already know what
You're
to do
just
with
finding where to put it at.
And to think about it, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to wake up with the tools to achieve life. It's a blessing to wake up with the tools to spread to others so that they can also achieve the things they want to achieve. So, hey, fly conversations, man, is made to make you think real quick. But hey, to wake up in another time zone, in another dimension with the tools that you've learned about manifestation and to be successful and to help others around you, I think that could be a unique situation.
Lack of a better term, I'm fucking the game.
I'm fucking the game. Taking over.
Facts.
That's that red pill, blue pill.
Oh yeah. Hey, manifestation without work is dead.